Now, we have talked about 9/11 conspiracy theories before. 9/11 theories are what got me into conspiracies.
Wait, sorry.
And it's not just me. A huge percentage of the population believes these theories too. I mean, even President Bush has slipped up a few times and almost said the word conspiracy himself.
Mr. President, I do want to get right to the news of the terrorism in Boston.
Well, at first, I was deeply concerned that there might have been a organized plot. This could have been, another highly organized attack on the country.
Like, why would he even think to say that word? Now, one of the biggest theories is that it wasn't just planes flying into the buildings, that there was bombs planted as well. But of course the government said, no, it was just the two terrorists in the planes. But some people think that Bush and the government actually coordinated it themselves, and that there were bombs placed in the building beforehand because they wanted both buildings to come down.
The building has collapsed. That tower just came down.
Now, of course, the theory is that the government created this awful disaster so that we would be okay with going to war with Afghanistan. But today we're going to be focusing on the bombs. The day that 9/11 happened, everybody was saying that they heard bombs.
The ladies that are with me were in the World Trade Center in the first building and escaped through the lobby where they report that they believe there was a bomb in the lobby. And as we were coming out, we passed the lobby, there was no lobby. So I believe the bomb hit the lobby first.
Even firemen said it.
Bomb in the building, start clearing out. Bomb in the building, start clearing out.
Even Donald Trump, who had a lot of power in New York at the time, said he thought it was bombs.
I happen to think that they had not only a plane, but they had bombs that exploded almost simultaneously.
Now, this is where it gets crazy. One of the survivors from 9/11 was a janitor at the World Trade Center. His name was William Rodriguez, and he had worked there for 20 years. Now, he came out and said that he heard bombs before the plane even hit.
I believe that censorship started from the very beginning because when I was telling my story, they told me, oh, cut this out, cut this out.
It was the first hijacked plane.
It was the first hijacked plane. No, hello, that was an explosion before 9/11, before the plane hit the tower.
Now, in 2004, the powers in charge came out and said there were no bombs. Well, just listen to this audio clip and tell me that you don't hear a bomb going off before the buildings collapse.
People at their gas pumps who turned to look at the smoke that was coming from the city. Folks stepping out of bodegas and stores to look.
Come on, that's a bomb. You could see explosions coming out of the sides of the buildings, but of course the government says no. Now, this is where it gets really crazy, but somehow seems believable. Some people believe there were no planes at all, and that it was just bombs, and that all the clips that we saw in the news of planes flying into the towers were CGI. I know, it's crazy, but just look at some of these videos.
The airplane did disappear like a bad special effect. Exactly like a bad special effect.
A good special effect would have parts exploding, bouncing off, tumbling to the streets below.
First, let's look at this clip of what people are calling the ghost plane.
The plane appears to pass through steel columns and the steel and concrete floors like a ghost. It doesn't twist, bend, slow down, break, or explode.
Now, this plane goes right through the building like a knife through butter. And I know what you're thinking, Shane, yeah, it's a plane going really fast. Of course it would go right through a building. Well, years before this happened, the government was testing to see what would happen if they flew a plane into a big metal wall. And it was at the speed of which a normal plane flies. And this happened.
It's doing 500 miles an hour. It just disappeared into dust.
The plane disintegrated, disappeared. But then when it hit the World Trade Center, it went right through. No issues.
I said, how could a plane, even a 767 or 747, or whatever it might have been, how could it possibly go through this steel?
Now look at this angle of it. You'll see the plane flying through the building, and then you'll see the nose of the plane come out the other side. Okay, you saw that, right? The big nose of the plane come right through the other side.
Completely in one side and out the other.
It's physically impossible for the nose of a Boeing 767 airplane to emerge intact.
Well, after the smoke cleared, it was seen that there was no exit hole. That's right, no exit hole, where the nose of the plane supposedly went right through it. Nothing. And that's That's why a lot of people think that it might have been CGI. And this is the other weird part. In most of the clips that are online, it goes black for a split second, right when the plane hits. Well, this person took all of the news clips and synced them together at the same time. And this happened. Yeah, all of that black for a split second. Not to mention that on some news channels, you didn't even see a plane. You just saw the moment of the explosion right afterward.
And the 1 second that would show the fate of Pinocchio's nose has been edited out. Why would the Now Day brothers remove that little piece of video?
It didn't show the moment of the plane actually hitting. It like would go somewhere else or it would cut off or something. Maybe that's because there was no planes. It was just bombs. Not to mention another clip that was circulating that was on the news where you can literally see one of the wings of the planes disappear. Just disappear, glitch. Now listen, I don't know if I believe the theory that all the planes on the news were just CGI. That seems a little far-fetched, but I definitely believe there were bombs. I mean, come on.
Once the plane hit the top, then that's when the bombs going off on the first floor.
So who are you going to believe? The government who lies to you about everything? Or people who are literally there? Okay, this is